Hi, it's Adrian Taffinder, the subconscious surgeon again. So, our emotional belief systems, our view of how we look at life, is all practically and entirely determined by the time we're like 7 years old. Aristotle said, "Show me a boy of 7 and I'll show you the man." And what he was meaning there, by the time you're 5 years old, around about 50% of your worldview, of how you view life and how you view people and the relationship with yourself is established. By the time you're 7, about 80 to 90% of this is established. And it's like you're living in an augmented reality. And your brain, in essence, looks for emotional cues and people's behavior which support these beliefs. So if we feel insecure about relationships or dating or asking people out, or our own intrinsic kind of self-value, or whether we're perceived as handsome or good looking, is all part of this emotional matrix. And this is something I work with clients all the time. It's something I did, with myself when I was growing up. At school, I've got ginger hair, and back then, people were picked on. We had less people of colour at our school, back when I was at school, and I was the person that was a different colour than everybody else. My friends were accused of being ginger lovers, and don't go near him, you'll get gingivitis. And, people asked if my collar matched my cuffs, so to speak. And I was kind of excluded from, the cool circles because I was different. And I was picked on and bullied and sometimes beaten up. And sometimes my friends threatened with beating up because they were my friend, which in many ways impacted my self-worth. Although kind of one way I counteracted that, I actually grew super long hair. It came down to my belly button. I looked a bit like Cousin It. I was into heavy metal and rock, and my hair actually, when I was a teenager, got me lots of, girls, which was, a big confidence boost. But, as we grow older, we limit ourselves, we limit the relationships we have, we limit the perception of the type of relationships that we have. And I ended up settling in relationships which ultimately I wasn't happy with. And it was because that I believed that I couldn't get better, or we have to compromise. And over the years, as I've kind of developed subconscious surgery and intrinsically developed myself and removed some of these self-sabotaging beliefs, my relationships have got better and better. The quality of them, have got better and better. And my confidence in them have got better and better. I don't now settle for anything. I don't stay in relationships I'm unhappy in because I have maybe a fear of not getting something in the future. And these are things that I actually help clients with on a weekly basis, on sometimes a daily basis. It's, a very common thing, and it's nothing to feel embarrassed about. It's just programming that we inherited when we were younger, which is no longer serving us. So if you've got any kind of insecurities in any parts of your life, they can actually be really easily recoded. This is what subconscious surgery is all about. I remove the emotional triggers that are causing you to have these kind of dysfunctional emotions in us that limit us and prevent us from, confidently doing things. And then I install new software, which, increases your self-worth. And you'll find that your life transforms remarkably because of it. So just remember, don't be hard on yourself. Just because we have belief systems, emotions, and feelings that get in our way doesn't mean that they're permanent. It doesn't mean that they're here to stay. everything can be changed and resolved with the right process, the right technique, and the right investment of time and effort. So, thank you for watching The Subconscious Surgeon, and I'll hopefully speak to you again soon.